Alright folks, welcome back to Extra Data Point. Today we are looking at the Pentax K3 Mark III and the 1650 PLM mated to the DJI Ronin RS2. These two pieces of equipment are not explicitly listed as compatible, but I did some tinkering and found that the Pentax camera does work with the DJI Raveneye functionality, which we'll get into what it is, how it works. But let's dive in. I'm going to show you a couple things, and then we're going to get into some sample footage. So I'm sure a lot of you are wondering why I'm doing this, and the answer is really straightforward. I'm a still photographer that is very heavily invested in Pentax. I love the image quality, I love the weather sealing, I love how rugged these cameras are, and I love the optical viewfinder on the K3 Mark III. It is just beautiful, it's a joy to work with. I love the ergonomics of these cameras, they just work perfectly for what I need them to do. And something recent that I had to take on is some new video projects. I didn't want to invest in a new camera system, so here we are. So the Raveneye is a module that connects the camera from our HDMI out to this module, which then beams what the camera is seeing to your mobile device via the DJI app. And so what we've got here is HDMI to the Raveneye, which then has this USB-C out, and it connects to the bottom port. This middle one here on the gimbal is for the manual focus motor, which is operated with the dial on the gimbal handle. And then this cable running from the, what's it called? So the top port runs to the shutter release, which is that 3.5mm jack. When you get this from DJI, it is the Fujifilm cable. It's not included with the Pro Pack, but all the other USBs and HDMIs are included with that DJI Pro Pack. Okay, so here's how I got it all set up. Once the camera was connected with all of our physical connections, we will turn the camera on. We are going to unlock the gimbal on all axes, and then we are going to press and hold on the Raveneye. It'll turn red, and once it's blue, we're going to come over to our mobile device and open the DJI app, which you can download directly from DJI. And then we're going to press connect to Raveneye, and it is going to search for the signal that it's putting off, and then we will select it. The first time you set this up, it's going to prompt you to create a password, and then once it's saved, it'll remain in there, and we can just hit OK. And then up in the top here, we can hit Raveneye camera view. It's going to tell us a message about Bluetooth. We're just going to ignore that because it seems to work fine. And so now the last step is we'll turn on the gimbal. So once it's all turned on, we can see here we are able to see what the camera sees as a monitor, but we are also able to use it to recognize subjects and track them. So let me switch camera angles and I'll show you that. Now that it is all connected, let's get my assistant and shoot some test footage. Spitfire, up. Come on, up. Okay, turn around. Can you sit? Thank you. Okay, let's shoot some test footage of our model. No, stay up here. Can you sit? Sit. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Is this thing turned on? Alright, let's get some test footage. Thank you.
So the focus took a second, but it got there eventually. Once I actually correctly selected the cat. It's a little shaky because I'm still learning how to use the gimbal. And the follow speed is turned all the way up. Did not like that, so I lost her there for a second. Yeah, overall, not perfect, but I am happy that it does work. But I am interested to see how it will do with other subjects, so we will get into that next. Alright, let's head outside. Okay, so we are just going to shoot some automotive footage for an upcoming video. Alright, it was right about here where the camera decided that it did not want to focus for a minute. Eventually I adjusted it manually. Alright, and finally we are going to recreate the test from the last video with one key difference being we have now accounted for operator error, and whereas last time I had the camera set to AFS, we're actually now in AFC, but as you can see, the Raveneye did not see me. So that's going to be all for this one. Let me know what questions and comments you have down below. I am looking forward to answering anything that comes up and helping other Pentax videographers figure out if you can use a Ronin RS2 with your K3 Mark III. Thanks for watching.